Hi everyone. So these are my raised planters. This one and this one and this one right here. I just cleaned up all the weeds that popped out around here. These here are all artificial, all of them. Artificial. The one down there. This, like my dad, he cleaned up all the weeds the other day, and he has some cactus plants down here. Look at all these weeds, all this wild grass. So I wanted to show you guys what I've been doing. And I pretty much stopped right here yesterday, and I just poured a bag of concrete in here and I spread it out, and then I added a little bit of water. I just misted it, and I did it all in the garden bed around this plant right there, just around it, over here as well. So it pretty much looks like sand, like gravel and sand at the same time. So yeah, I'm going to be placing these things back in there, like this, pretty much. But the weeds are not going to be coming up anymore for a long time, hopefully. So if you guys like this pattern, like this texture right here, all you guys have to do is pour some concrete. What I did is I cleaned it, and then I evenly spread it out, maybe like an inch. So it's not that thick. It could easily be broken and modified, like if the fence were to ever break down, and they need to break around the posts, is fine. Once it's done, you guys can buy more concrete and just lay it on there. That's how I pretty much did these planters here, these artificial planters. They're fake. And I just poured concrete in here and I misted it. So yeah, I just wanted to show all of you how to pretty much do this yourselves, so you guys will never have to deal with weeds ever again. And this is our backyard. We don't have any money for the pool, so it's temporarily out of service. I tried to grow some pot down there, but it didn't work out for me. So yeah, these here are very drought plants. There's some roaches down here. There is a ton of roaches, as a matter of fact, underneath this debris, all underneath. And I took out a bunch of crap out, and I put it in these buckets. So I'm going to be doing all this right now, and I filled up this trash can. You guys can see the cement bags in there. I took some roots out and stuff. I filled up all of these, and I'm telling you guys, there is a bunch of spiders and roaches, like those big water roaches, the ones that you guys notice right now. And I even put some of this material out in the front yard because it's still pretty good for the planters. So anyway, yeah, I just wanted to kind of quickly share this information with you guys in case you guys want to do this yourselves. Alright, so there's nothing to it. It's just a matter of purchasing some cement. I bought like 20 bags of this high strength concrete mix. It says just add water. 90-pound bags, and I think around here it will say that it will cure in 1 hour. But I'm not 100% sure. But I know when I was making my stepping stones, my turtle stepping stones, these right here, I would wait for the concrete to cure for at least 24 hours. So yeah, now we won't have to worry about weeds growing in this area. And again, I'm just going to pop these back in there. These little guys as well. I think this one was in here, I'm not sure. Doesn't even seem like it, but yeah, see that? And this one I made the same way. I poured concrete in this bucket, and then I added the rocks. These rocks right here, the artificial plants, and then this one right here, I poured concrete in a 5-gallon bucket, 5-gallon bucket, like the ones I'm using for picking up all the trash. And yeah, I think it looks really nice, and we will never have to worry about cleaning this stuff ever again, as far as the weeds are concerned. And right here it's kind of low, so I'm going to add more concrete so I can go all the way up here so these holes won't be visible. But yeah, easy maintenance after this. These are like succulents. I don't know if this is going to survive, but we'll see what happens. I also made some more up here alongside of the fence. So yeah, all this was like super freaking overgrown with weeds and stuff, and it looked like that over there. Hold on, give me a minute. I'm gonna put this over there. So there it is. So yeah, I'll probably end up making a part 2 just to show you guys a little bit more. Like especially this side, like the before and after. You guys will be able to check out like part 2 of the video. But I think it's better than buying gravel, because the concrete actually prevents the roots from coming up. And now all I have to do is use a blower, a garden blower, to get any leaves out of the way, to blow all the leaves out of this section. So that's just one less thing we're gonna have to deal with around here. And hopefully one day we can get the pool back up and running. I kind of like this white fencing, so later on, if we have money, it would be nice to get all of this done the same way, like this stuff over here. And there's like some high spots right there, you guys can kind of see it. I just kind of poured a lot more concrete up to that level. So yeah, anyways, if you guys have a ton of weeds and you guys are sick and tired of dealing with them, this is, I think, a permanent way to give yourself some nice like curb appeal, because it could even be done like out in the front of the properties, because a lot of people have artificial landscaping. Like my neighbor, he has artificial grass. See this? The grass is not even grass, it's just a bunch of bullcrap. But this guy, he has artificial grass all the way over there, and then it stops right here. But if you guys are tired of your grass in the front, or if you guys have like patchy grass, or you guys don't have any grass at all, you guys might have dirt, you guys might not have a sprinkler system running towards to it, you guys can do this procedure to your properties. And I think the pattern, the texture of it looks really nice. It looks rocky. I mean, some rocks will stick, some won't. You know, look at that. Yeah, that one wasn't really coming out, but some of them won't come out after a while. Some of them will, but you know, whatever is loose is loose. Whatever isn't. So don't even worry about that. But yeah, I just finally misted it yesterday with some water. And you know, I figured if you guys can get like the top layer of the concrete to harden, and then the next day you guys can add more water to allow the water to penetrate all the way at the bottom of the concrete. So you guys will kind of see right now. See, there's still a lot of like stuff on the concrete. See all that? and that was mainly because of all this other stuff. But look at that, it won't even, you know, so you guys might be spending money on gravel and rocks and wood chips, and don't worry about the water. The water is going to get submerged. The concrete will absorb the water. Okay, so right here we have palm trees, and the water will go in. But look at that. The rocks are not going anywhere. The gravel is not going anywhere. This concrete is going to stay there. So that's the idea behind this concept here. And if you guys want to color it like a black color, they also sell like black paint. You guys can spray over the concrete rock, the rock. And I think that will look even nicer with a black texture, like black color. And I threw some food out here for the birds earlier, so that's what this white stuff is. Just a bunch of tortillas. But yeah, this is all, look at that. It's all artificial. It's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to get messed up. Oh shit. These are easy to water. These are whiskey barrel planters. Barrel planters, yeah. So these as well. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, it's not. This rock, these rocks are not going anywhere. This concrete, it's not going anywhere, man. It's gonna stay there. No more weeds. So that's an easy way. You guys don't have to buy any weed barriers. You guys have probably tried wood chips, and your landscapers come and they use the blower, and there goes all your wood chips. So this is actually a better way to go about it, and it's very affordable. The bags of concrete are only like $5 a piece, or like $4 a piece. So I aim for like 1 inch of concrete. So I think that will prevent the weeds from coming back up. And I know for sure that it will. I think even something thinner with concrete will prevent the weeds from coming up. And I know this fencing is super white, but it will get cleaned off, especially if I have a pressure washer. Look at that. If I had a pressure washer and if I were to hit it right here, all that dirt will come off right away. Look at that. See that? So the what's it called? The dirt is actually bad. Not only for the fencing, because a lot of bugs accumulate and they breed and they multiply and they start eating away at the wood. Right here, it rains and the dirt, the water droplets, they hit the dirt and that dirt splashes all over the fencing, and that's why it's like that. So like this, with this concrete stuff, that won't happen anymore. And if it does, it would just be very, very limited. Very, very limited. So yeah, I'm just going to concentrate on this section over here today. And you guys don't have to wet it, but I'm just going to wet it because sometimes we come out here and we take a piss out here by the palm trees and stuff like that. But yeah, man, it's that simple. So if you guys want to try this, go ahead. And especially if you guys have a small yard, yeah, the weeds won't come back up. And like I said, the water will it will seep through the concrete. So yeah, that's pretty much it for now for this video. I just wanted to quickly share this with all of you. It's an easy setup. And after a few months, after a few months that pass by, it won't be like this anymore. All weeded and stuff. Like, again, my dad took all these cactuses out. I think he took them out, and he took all the weeds out, and like 2 months later, or like a month later, they're already like this tall. So forget that crap. And I kind of killed it because of the tortillas, but eventually the birds will come and eat them, and it'll just be nothing but the rocks. So yeah, I'm gonna get to work now. So I just wanted to quickly get this out there for you guys to be able to do it yourselves as well. Because this is it took me like all day yesterday to clean this. Well, kind of like a few hours. But once you guys do this, you guys will basically never have to do it again. Alright? This is a one-time deal. And the great thing about it as well is if you guys see, or like if you guys miss this spot, like let's say I miss this spot right here, like on the side of the concrete somewhere, and I see a weed come out, you guys can always um, uproot it or like yank it off or cut it and add more concrete right there, and then spray water, and it will blend in with this existing concrete. As well as if you guys do any modifications, like if they replace the fencing and they need to tear all this out, it's fine. This will stay all cracked up all the way to like over here somewhere. But once they add the new one, they put the new fence boards, the concrete can be poured in there and it will blend right in. And I don't even think you guys will have any issues with cracks on this either, because and if you guys do notice anything like that, you guys can always add like a small layer of concrete powder. I wanted to kind of call it the magic powder, because this stuff right here will stop all the weeds from growing around your guys' properties. Like, look at this in here, all the pool area. I don't know if you guys can see this because the sun's so freaking bright, but there's a bunch of grass in here and weeds. So if you guys just add a little thin layer, like an inch or two, it will last a long time, and all this weed stuff won't grow and look all ghetto. These right here I made as well. Like this one, obviously these. So yeah, this stuff right here, this is definitely the magic powder, the magic dust. And just like, look how beautiful this looks, especially now that the sun's behind the tree. So yeah. So this is more like a forever view, a forever landscaping approach for you guys to take. Now, if you guys do this and you guys have planters and you guys have planters that require a lot of water, you guys might want to consider running a drip system to give some water to your plants. But these, again, these are, some of them are artificial, like this one's artificial right here. Okay, it's fake, 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 fake. The only real ones are this one, these right here, this one over here, this one, and this one. Yeah, these are all fake right here. So again, these right here are artificial as well. I mean, no, these are real, but they're drought tolerant. But this one dried up on me. I don't know why. But if if the reason being is because these planters get too hot and they dry up the roots, eventually what I would do is just add artificial stuff, because this is a good way to go on all your guys' properties. Just add this, throw some planters in there, buy some soil, and add like a few artificial plants, and you guys will never have to weed shit. It's that simple. You know, or else you guys are gonna have to deal with this for the rest of your guys' lives. And what I did is I ordered like 20 bags of concrete, and I had them shipped here at home. That's why I have this Quikrete pallets here. Okay, and they charged me like $300 for this material. But it's so simple to do. You know, you guys can take your time. Like I did it. I started there from the gate all the way over here just yesterday, and then I stopped right here. So right now, once I'm done recording, I'm going to go dump this in the front yard, because I don't know, I might buy some more planters and use that material like at the bottom, because there's a lot of seeds in here, and these seeds are good for drainage. But anyway, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to pour a concrete bag in here, and basically just go over like this much, or I don't know, I just overlap it a little bit, and you know, it blends in really, really good. I mean, you guys can't even tell. I can't even notice any breaking points. And obviously this is gonna dry more like this later on, but it has a different texture. This is concrete just like this is, but this was smoothed out. You know, it's nice and smooth, while this isn't, because I just poured the bag and then I lightly mist it. So that's the secret. You guys have to lightly mist it, like this. And then that's all you guys could do. And then don't step on it. Give it like 24 hours. And then after that, you guys can spray a lot of water on it. Look at that. Nothing will happen. See that? So yeah, it looks like it's just sand that has been poured. It looks like it's sand that has been poured back here, like gravel sand. So yeah, that's pretty much it though. That's how simple it is to do this. Alright, and I did the same thing over here on this side. I cleaned it up like my dad did over here, and it was overgrown like crazy not that long afterwards. So I'm going to eventually do it right here as well. Over here there's some grass in there too, some weeds. Look at this weed. There's a weed in there. You know, and I poured this little slab of concrete right here to right there, just this little section right there, and I didn't mix it. I just poured it in there, and then I wet it. I wet the very top of it, and then I kind of smoothed it out, and then I just brushed it a little bit. So I'm going to be adding more dirt right here, and then eventually filling it like over there with the cement, so that drainage will be covered and none of this grass will be visible. Right here it's only like 1/4 of an inch of concrete. As a matter of fact, if I were to grab a screwdriver, it'll break off. But look at it, just that little amount of concrete in here actually prevented the grass from growing. Okay, there's little sections like right there as well, but right here you guys can definitely see that concrete. So that's why the concrete hasn't, I mean the grass haven't been growing in that area. All in here as well, it was super weedy and grassy like this. So I mean, it's a nightmare having to constantly clean this grass out everywhere. So that's the reason why I'm doing this, to make our lives easier. And so we won't have to work as much. And I really hate that glare. This sun, man, just ruins my video. But this is the only time I can do the recording, because once I start working, I'm not gonna want to record. So yeah, like look how beautiful it looks. No more dirt, no more grass, no more weeds, no more patchiness, in various little spots. It's just the planters. Eventually I might end up getting rid of these, and well, like that one, but I don't know yet. I might put these in here, like in these planters, because they're kind of empty. That's why I bought these. I bought these for $20 each at Home Depot or Lowe's, I forget. But yeah, now my artwork and my planters won't be hidden by the wild grass and the weeds and all the trash. And even these, my dad's cactus, the cacti plants that he's been growing for a long time, they're going to be highly visible. With once I finish this side up, I'm just going to pull all this out, clean it all up, pour the concrete, spray it, and then the next day I'm going to put these back in there. But yeah, look how beautiful they are. These as well. These are cacti plants. So these are all like drought tolerant plants. So hopefully we won't have to use too much water out here, and we could, get with that drought friendliness that everyone wants right now. I even heard the government was paying people to go drought tolerant landscaping. I heard that they were even paying homeowners to go drought tolerant. So I don't think these palm trees require too much water, but again, the concrete will absorb the water. Okay. All that water that was in there, it's gone. It's in there. It's been absorbed. See that? As a matter of fact, there's still some right here. Alright. Yep. So, yeah, I just wanted to share this with you guys because I think it's very important. Because it's so simple, it's not complicated, anyone can do it, and it's going to stay like that for years to come, just like this concrete in the pool area, or your brand new driveway, or if you guys had a driveway for a long time, you guys are not going to have to worry about any weeds. The only weeds we do have to worry about is like in between these lines right here that these concrete people created, which I think is kind of dumb. Because but all that's required though is I add a little bit of gasoline into the weeds, like on the weeds, and they dry up. They dry up real quick. That gasoline right there, just pour some in a little Gatorade bottle. Or in a little cup, a drinking cup, like a disposable drinking cup, like a fast food drinking cup. And go to the weeds, to the grass, wherever it might be growing, and pour some in there. Like this one I just did the other day. That's why it's drying up. It's already drying up at the bottom. This one I probably did a while back. It's already completely dried. Look at that. This one it's obvious that I dried this one out, but it's still kind of there. So yeah, that's the only thing that sucks about having the concrete like this. Like the way that we poured it, we didn't create those major lines, and we have never had any weeds popping up right here. Never. Never. See this other one? Runs this way. No weeds. No weeds. Oh, there is a little bit right here. Just a little one. But yeah, you guys get the idea. So like, if you guys ever have concrete workers go to your home or your homes, have them do some more finer lines, not so drastic like this, because this is also hazardous. If someone's walking, little kids are walking, and they step in there with their little toes or something, they could accidentally fall and trip. Or like, this type of stuff starts happening. It kind of like, it looks like it's kind of bulging out a little bit. Or like if you guys have I have a scooter, not this one, but with the little wheels, and like it gets stuck in these little grooves right here, and it's so annoying. So anyway, yeah, no water. We got some dead fish in there. Try to grow some marijuana, didn't work out. I'm actually going to be removing these pretty soon as well, because I noticed that I stained the pool with the soil. So yeah, I'm kind of retarded. I thought I had it all mapped out and planned out, but I didn't. Anyway, yeah, so you guys already get what I'm going to be doing here. And I hope that you people will know exactly how to do it. Okay? It's so simple. Just pour the concrete bag, like for one bag, it came to right here to like over here, like right here, and like maybe right here. One whole bag was used in this area right here. Okay, notice I kept this little ledge that goes down, so when water goes or like trash, it will actually drop in there like that, and it'll be hard for it to come back up. Okay, so if there's any high spots, all you guys have to do is freaking just remove some dirt out the way before you guys put the concrete. You guys don't want the concrete coming up here. And the one thing I do like using is gloves, especially when dealing with concrete. I put a glove like this on, and then to support this and to prevent it from breaking easily, you guys can add a thicker glove over it like this. Okay, but yesterday I was doing it without these, so it's optional. But if you guys are ever dealing with concrete and you guys get it on your fingers, it will dry up your fingers, and over time it might even irritate your skin, your flesh. So you guys want to make sure that you guys take care of your fingers. Okay, and like I said, there's a lot of bugs and stuff out here. So yeah, make sure you guys do that type of stuff as well for yourselves. And if you guys don't have these, then it's okay. You guys can just use regular gloves and just, if you guys get concrete on your hands, rinse it off every so often. Every like 5 minutes. Rinse it off. You'll be fine. So yeah, this is a history marking points of no more weeds. No more goddamn motherfucking weeds. And I wish that sun wasn't out here, because like I said, this video, like, see, you guys can't even see anything over there. Oh, at least I can't. That's why I kind of like this white fencing. Like, it makes everything stand out more. But yeah. Anyway, that's the way to do it. This here was like one of my first ones that I created. Artificial. Made out of concrete. I have the molds for this one and this one right here. Artificial. Concrete. I also bought these at the Dollar Tree right here. The 99-cent store. And these are actually like LED lights, but I poured some concrete in here, and then I placed these little artificial plants in here. So now they look realistic. So yeah, that's one way to keep your guys' yards clean. And again, you guys don't need a lot, okay? I'm telling you guys, this here is the miracle dust, okay? So even if you guys have a big backyard with a lot of dirt, you guys can buy a few of these bags and just spread it out evenly, and I guarantee that you guys will see that less grass will grow and less weeds will grow. And if you ever walk back there when it's raining, while it's raining, it won't be all muddy. Okay? It won't be all muddy, and it doesn't have to be perfect. You guys can make it look like this. It could be uneven. If I grab a hammer or something, or even a shovel, this stuff will break. Alright? But as long as no one's doing that, no weeds are going to be coming up. Okay? So, I'm sharing my secrets with all of you. And, yeah, and, you know, if you guys have a landscaping business, I mean, you guys can even offer this type of texture and permanent weed control solution to your customers. All day long. And this is easily like a one-man job. I did all this myself. Okay? Just cleaning it up, pouring the concrete bag, and then spreading it evenly. It didn't take long. And then just spraying it a little bit, misting it, and that's it. You know, you guys don't want to use too much water at first, just a light mist. And it will even work around the plant, like the planters as well. Like if you guys have planters and grass is growing like this, all you guys would have to do is remove the grass, add a thin little layer of concrete around the plant, and the weeds won't grow up anymore. And all you guys will have to do is pour the water in here. It'll get absorbed, and the plant will continue growing. And if you guys need to get in here for whatever reason, or you guys need to remove it or transplant it, you guys can easily break that concrete with a little hammer. Okay? But it's pretty much like a weed barrier, like kind of like you know how they sell that plastic for weed control? Well, that stuff doesn't work. I've tried it. You know, you take the time to lay that shit out. You roll it out, you cut it out, you put stakes on it, and then you put your rock or your wood chips, and like 5 years later, all your wood chips are practically gone because of the landscapers, and there's weeds growing all over the place and grass. So save your guys some money and do it this way. And you guys will thank me at the end of the day. Believe me, you guys will thank me. Oh yeah, and this is actually dried right here. And this one. Okay? So that's how that will look eventually. Like this sand color. So I think it's beautiful. I think it looks really, really nice. Oh, and one other thing is, if you guys have bigger rocks, you guys can actually push them in the concrete while it's like in its sand form, while it's before it gets wet, before it hardens, and you guys can push different types of rocks in, just how I did with these. So you guys can have some nice looking rocks all throughout your guys' landscaping area, and you guys could even add some bigger rocks if you guys want. Let's see, where are the rocks? Well, this rock is just loose, but look at these. This one right here, this other one, and this other one right here. Stuck in there. We're not going anywhere. I did it to this one as well. This white rock right here. The little planter. I mean a little artificial plant. There's some other ones I did, and I did the same thing. Like this one right here has the rock, the stone. This is a little statue. I do the statue in there. I made a few others. You guys can see them. Rock, 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 rock. And they're not going anywhere. Look at that. Got some stones. This one I got creative with it, and I added stones all the way around on the edges. Look at that. And then I even added a sealer to make it look shiny. Yep. So there's that one. And then there's even this one right here. It looks like someone pulled one out. That's okay. See that? Rocks, rocks, rocks. And then this one, I found it around the house, but I put it in there. And then I put the concrete around it. Eventually I poured the water in there. Now it's a permanent thing. It's not going anywhere. We got a few other stones. But see how this looks right now? There's grass everywhere in there. I even made this one right here, this fish one. See some of my artificial ones. Look at that. It doesn't really look good. Oh yeah, and this is some of the debris that I brought from the backyard in there for right now. And over here, all this pile right here. Little succulents in here. Just like actually this is not really doing so well. So that's all it takes though for those. But yeah, people. Oh yeah, these are also artificial. These are real. Artificial, artificial, artificial. These are all these four right here are artificial on top of the AC unit. I got some up there, one up there, one up here. But yeah, I'm sorry that I made this video long, but I think I had to say what I had to say, and I think I'm really done now running my mouth because the sun's setting. But this is actually a perfect time to just do this little section before calling it a night. Thank you all for watching, and I might record a different video talking about this stuff, but check out my other videos. There's a lot of videos with me making these other ones. Okay, so yeah, and You know, I had to start somewhere. There is some where I made out of glass, but sometimes they would fall, they would crack. Like, look at this one, it's already cracked. So, but the great thing about concrete is that it's reusable. So the glass can be chipped off, and the concrete can be broken into little pieces, or it can be submerged into a bigger planter and left like that. And the existing concrete will harden to this concrete, or it can be broken in little pieces like little balls, and it can be used as a filler to make stuff like this, bigger statues.